there are 5 bhavs. The first is Shant Bhav. He is my king. Now that is a distant relationship, but there's higher relationships. He is my master, I am his servant. This is the bhav of Hanuman. But you go further into Braj. So in Braj is the Rasik Bhakti. He is my friend. This is called Sakhya Bhav. And he is my beloved, the Madhurya Bhav. And the bhav of Yashoda and Nand, he is our child. That is why Narad Ji says, that God who is beyond the Vedas, who is beyond the Puranas, look at his Bhakta Vatsal nature. The highest quality of God is Bhakta Vatsal. He loves his devotees. But Kripaluji Maharaj says he's got an even higher quality. He is Bhakta Vashya. He is enslaved by the devotees. And that's why the Almighty God has become a little child. He takes the Padukas of Nand and Yashoda and he walks around. Let me end with one last Bal Leela for today. Krishna is now little more than 2 years old. Yashoda was churning the yogurt and she was thinking of Krishna. My Lala, I will feed him the butter. He will enjoy so much. The Krishna, he toddled. He came to where Yashoda was in the kitchen, in the rasoi. And he climbed onto her lap. Now with all her maternal affection, Yashoda started feeding her milk to her Lala. And the milk is flowing because of Yashoda's love. And she's also churning the yogurt. But God tests the devotion. He doesn't even leave the highest devotees. He tested the gopis. A test got created. In the next room, Yashoda had put milk to boil and that started boiling over. So Yashoda thought, my, the milk is getting wasted. I need to save the milk. She left her Lala down and ran to save the milk. She made a mistake. Milk is spilling, let it spill. What is more important than him? He is Prana Priyatam, Prana Dhan, Prana Vallabh. So Krishna got annoyed. Yeah, so milk is more important than me. He said, I will teach my Maya a lesson. He threw a tantrum. So he took that churning rod and started hitting all the pots. A mini battle scene got created there. And then Krishna took the butter, he started eating and he went out. And there he started feeding it to the monkeys. So the monkeys are coming for the butter. Here Yashoda, having saved the milk, she returned and she was shocked. Was there a tornado that hit out here? She put 2 and 2 together. My Lala has created havoc. Now Yashoda got annoyed. She lifted the stick and ran after Krishna. Krishna saw Yashoda and started trembling. Kunti was there at that time, mother of Pandavas. And when she prayed to Krishna in Hastinapur with the scene that had come on day 1, she remembered that Vaktram Niniya Bhayabhavanaya Stitasya Samam Bhirayati Vimohayati. She said, Hey Bhagavan, I could not believe what I saw. He who is Kalatma, from whom everything is fearful in the universe. Bhayadasyagmistapati bhayatapati surya bhayadendrascha vayuscha mrityurdhavati panchama, is fearful of the mother's stick. So Yashoda is coming with the stick. Krishna saw it, and in a split second he dropped the pot and ran. The Yashoda is determined to whack her child. She believes that spare the rod and spoil the child. So she is running after Krishna. The Krishna is so tiny, Yashoda is so big. So Krishna takes 4 steps and Yashoda takes 1. But he is tiny, so he is taking quickly. And she is trying to catch up. And when Krishna sees that Yashoda is catching up, he swerves to the left and to the right. Being tiny, he can swerve more easily. The big truck cannot turn so easily. Yashoda is unable to catch up with him. And it's going on and on in the garden. Until Krishna looked back and saw that Yashoda is panting. He thought, I have not come here to give trouble to my mother. I have come here to give her bliss. He deliberately slowed down and she caught him. Now Yashoda was in such a bad mood. She said that you and your mischief, I'll straighten you once and forever. So she got the mortar wheel and said, Lala, stand against it. Lala stood. She asked the Sakhis, get a rope. They got the rope. Now she put the rope around and found that it is short by 2 fingers. She took it off. Increase the rope. The Sakhis added another one. She tried. Again it was short by 2 fingers. So she said, increase it further. Now they are keeping on adding ropes. And no matter what they do, it is always short by 2 fingers. At this stage, Shukadev ji tells Parikshit, how can Yashoda tie her Lala? The whole universe resides inside him. Nantar na bahiryasya na purva napi chaparam purva param bahischantar jagato yo jagachaya. This Lala of hers has got no inside and no outside. He is everywhere. He has got no beginning and no end. He is eternal. And yet he existed before the universe. And he will exist after the universe. He is inside the universe. The whole universe is inside him. And this news reached Radha. That Nandlal, what kind of a boy is he? He doesn't get tied. Radha ji took one resham ki dori and gave to the Sakhis, give it to Maya, he'll get tied. Now, with the help of that, finally Krishna got tied, and that is how he got the name Damodar. Dam means rope, Udar means stomach. He who was tied with the rope around his stomach. So tying him, Yashoda has thought, let him now remain here, I am going in. Yashoda departed, and there were 2 trees. These trees were actually the sons of Kuber. They say that the children of rich people are vulnerable to getting spoiled. Too much of wealth from the beginning. And who is the richest in the universe? Kuber. So Kuber, the god of wealth, he had 2 children, Nalakuber and Manigriv. Intoxicated by the wealth, they were playing around with women in the open in a lake, and they were drunk when Narad went by. Narad thought, there is nothing more intoxicating than wealth. So he cursed them. Go and become trees. You are so fond of displaying your body, display it in the form of a tree. But sometimes the curse of a saint is a blessing in disguise. The Narad arranged that they would be liberated by the Lord himself. Now Krishna understood that these two are stuck here for a long, long time. He pulled the mortar wheel between these two twin Yamalarjun trees and they came crashing down. And the two of them, they manifested. They were released from that birth. They offered their pranam to Sri Krishna and departed. The crashing of the trees brought all the Brajbasis there. They all came running. What happened? What happened? Some of them said, he moved like this and the trees came crashing. So Nand Baba, he arranged for a meeting of the Brajbasis. He said, look, one after the other, evil is befalling us out here. I am fearful of Kans. There is a place nearby called Vrindavan. Let us go and reside there. They all agreed, and all the Brajbasis then shifted. And now the Vrindavan Leelas of Sri Krishna will begin, and we will relish his Braj pastimes, which are actually even sweeter.
For the upliftment of mankind, Jagat Guru Sri Kripaluji Maharaj, who was an embodiment of spiritual knowledge and divine bliss, extracted and reconciled the wisdom from the enormous ocean of Vedic scriptures to spread Maharaji's mission to planetary scales. Swami Muktanandji has undertaken a monumental task of building Jagat Guru Kripalu University. Understanding the needs of present-day humanity, Swamiji's vision combines cutting-edge scientific disciplines with ancient Vedic wisdom, making JKU a one-of-a-kind blend. The university will encompass the areas of Vedic philosophy, yoga, contemporary sciences, technologies, holistic medicine and arts. Construction of this millennial complex is at full swing on a 100-acre land in Odisha, India. It will play a crucial role in uplifting physical, mental and spiritual well-being of millions of people worldwide. Donate or raise funds for this noble cause. Every contribution will have a huge impact.